What's up, folks? Today we're going to change the oil in our RV. We got a 2004 Itasca Suncruiser with an 8.1 liter. What's up, folks? Today we're going to change the oil on our RV. It's a 2004 Itasca Suncruiser. Super easy job. 8.1 liter V8. It's a 496. It's a lot of people spend money taking their RV to shops to get the oil changed simply because they don't know how to do it. Some people do it just because they don't have the time or whatever. But it's a super easy job. I'm going to show you how I do it. It literally takes me maybe 20 minutes to change the oil and filter on my RV. All right, here we go. All right, so the first thing I do to prep is I kind of I fill my filter. So I use the PF454 AC Delco filter. That's what I've always run on this engine. So like I said, it's a Chevy 2004. It's a Chevy GM 8.1 liter motor. So I go ahead and fill it up. This is a half quart filter, and this will that way it just kind of prevents me from having to add more at the end. When I go to the store to buy everything for it, I use Castrol. That's what my family's always used, pretty much. So 530, Castrol 530, and then I'll put some of this Marvel Mystery Oil my father-in-law turned me on to. I'll throw some of that in there as well. All right, now we're up underneath here. I usually take a piece of cardboard, put it down. My parking pad is gravel, so I lay it down for whatever reason. I use a 15 mil boxed in wrench. Now this filter right here, that is not your oil filter. That's your transmission filter. Your oil filter is up here. It's pretty easy to get to. It's a wide open space. So usually I'll just go in here and I go ahead and crack my drain plug loose. I want to make sure that I don't drop it down in there when it comes out. Alright, there. So it just clears this cross member right here. So while that's draining, I'll go ahead and inspect the drain plug. If you've got a gasket on it, you can, you probably ought to replace your gasket every oil change if you can. You don't have to, but replacing it every once in a while is probably a good idea. This seems to be in pretty good shape. I'll set it over here out of the way while the oil is draining. I'll go ahead and get my filter pliers up here on the filter. So filter pliers on the filter. Now they make another filter removal tool that I personally like better. Use it with a ratchet. So that's loose right there. This is a little bit tougher to get to or get on, but whatever, it works. So you need to make sure you got a rag or something handy, because you're gonna get oily once this cracks loose. So my oil's about done draining right there. Once I crack this oil filter loose, I'll take it down nice and slow as I can without getting too much all over me. It's already starting to bleed out. And there it is. So I've already staged my my new filter. Got it ready to go. So I'll pull it out of the box. I'll take the old filter, I'm going to put it in the box. And then I'm going to inspect and make sure that that gasket came off, the oil filter gasket. 9 times out of 10 it will, but you need to, there's that one time that it won't. It'll stay stuck to the mounting flange, and that would be bad. because then you'll double gasket your oil filter. That'll blow out. I mean, I can look at it here, see that it's good to go. But I just wipe that off, inspect it, that's good. Take the new filter, run it up here, and start threading it on. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Just like so. Take my drain plug, oil's drained for the most part. You know, one thing I do as well, is make sure my jacks are up on my coach. It gives me a little bit of extra room to work down here. Alright, so now drain plug's in, filter's up, filter's not tight, so I need to tighten it. Alright, that's good and snug. As that heats up, that gasket will expand. Or that yeah. Take the old oil. We're going to move it out of the way. Then I'm going to wipe down my workspace. When you're tightening your drain plug, you don't have to crank it on there. Just snug is good. That's aluminum, and if you go too tight on it, you can strip it out, and that would be what we call a bad day. Also, while I'm down here, I'll look around. I'll look at the grease fittings on the tie rod ends, and if they need to be greased, I'll go ahead and hit that. I just greased them not long ago, so that should be good to go. I'll look at my drive line. There's also grease fittings along the drive line. Yeah, just basically check the undercarriage of the vehicle while I'm down here. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put in my Marvel mystery oil. I'm just going to put in like 8 ounces. It says in oil replace 20% of your oil. So this thing takes about 7 quarts of oil. What is that, 20%, 1.4 quarts. Yeah, and so I'm not even putting in 20%, but I just want to put something in there. Now I'll put in my oil. Alright, so I've got my 5 quarts here. We've got a half quart in the oil filter. So and a little bit of the Marvel mystery oil. So what I'll do is I'm going to pour a little bit more of this in there. I'll fire it up, check it, and we should be good. When I fire it up, the main thing is I look underneath to make sure that the oil filter is not leaking. It's simple. Make sure there's no leaks from the drain plug. Make sure there's no leaks from the oil filter under pressure. Alright, so I just shut it off. Dipstick's wiped dry. I'm going to check it. It should read a little bit low. For 2 reasons. I haven't put in all the oil yet, and I just ran the engine, so it's up in the engine and it hasn't drained all the way back down into the oil pan. So it's showing I'm 2 quarts low, which I know that. It's kind of what I expected. All right, so we'll see where we're at now. I just finished topping it off. The things that you only get to see what I want you to see after I edit this. What you don't see is that I had to go put my dog up, had to move the camera around, had to kind of stage this so I could record it. That being said, I started at 1 o'clock and it was like 1:03 and it's 1:34 now. So even with all the recording and walking out in the house and put my dog up, all that, you know, it literally took me probably 20-25 minutes to do this whole job. So you can save a bunch of time if you don't mind getting your hands dirty. You know, you saw how simple it is. If you know how to operate a box stand or wrench, you know, and buy the tool. It's all about the tools. Buy the right tools. Makes every job that much easier. So we're full. Looks good, so I'll take it. So that's it. That's changing oil. Too easy. I honestly have no idea what an oil change runs on these things right now or anymore. I know it used to be, around $100. Oil, filter, and labor. So I probably paid, I think I pay about $45. Let's see, the 5-quart jug is $30. The filter is like $7, and another quart. So what are we at? 63 or $43, and then 37. That's 37. Whatever. Got a brain fart. Regardless, it's less than $50, less than $45 to do it yourself. So, yep, that's it. All right, thanks for watching. Safe travels.